All right. Good morning, everyone. Everything's looking good. Looks like we're live. Happy Wednesday, Wednesday, March 20th. Welcome to the Unconventional Mindset. My name is Anum, and today we are going to get started. We're just going to jump right in, and we're going to start building some Google ads so that we can get some people to join us on Piixel Pieces. That's what we're going to try to do. So I do have a little bit of an issue. So I logged into my Google accounts here this morning, and it says like the whole account is paused because I haven't verified my whole thing. And I do remember that I did send this verification before, but they like denied it. I don't know what they did or whatever. I think I scanned like my passport or whatever. So I did it. I did it again. Rolando, good morning. Yeah, how you doing today? Early today. Yeah, I mean, I really need to figure out a good schedule, and I'd love to be consistent so that I know when I'm going to go live and that you guys know when I'm going to go live. It's just my schedule's all over the place. There's things that I'm doing with clients that are unpredictable, and things that I do personally myself that are unpredictable in terms of when I get my exercise and all that kind of stuff in. So I would love to be more consistent, but anyways, regardless, glad you're here. So welcome. Right. So what did we do yesterday? So just yesterday, a quick recap. We did set up Mixpanel, which is really nice. So we can start tracking what people are doing within our application so we can help guide our sales funnel. Because if you remember what we did with our sales funnel, I don't know. I think we did in Figma. Let's just bring it up real quick because I think this is kind of important to just make sure we have it in our mind here. All right, hang on. It's install on next launch. Right, so we kind of have our funnel here where it's pretty straightforward, where we have awareness, people come to our website, then we have activation, people that sign up, and then revenue, people that go to the all access plan. And I think we had a kind of our key, or at least our assumptions at the start is that we kind of have a 10% retention between each step. Well, it's because you work with clients that your schedule changes, not because of family issues or problems in general. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. See the positives and good things. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I didn't mean to sound as if like I was saying things as it was a negative. It's definitely not in that case, but always looking for ways that you can optimize things and make things improve on things. And I guess I'm thinking more of you guys that tune in and watch. It's nice to have I guess consistency, right? Your favorite show is on at 8:00 or whatever it is, kind of thing. But yeah, good health and family's doing well. I mean, there's a cold going around in the house, but other than that, yeah, we're doing really well. So definitely looking at the positive things. Right. So we have kind of our kind of funnel here, and within our mix panel, it's one thing that I need to set up as kind of a board, which kind of shows this funnel going through. Is how many people are on the site, how many people actually sign up for the free trial, which I don't know exactly how we're going to check for that. That might not be a mixed panel thing. That just might be something that we do outside of mixed panel because we just know within our member stack how many people we have that are on the free account. I guess it would be nice to track in mixed panel. But anyways, maybe we can do something like after someone pays because they get redirected to Piixel. Anyways, I'll think about that. And then of course, if people become like an actual paid person. So that's what we're going to track in Mixpanel. But I guess what we're going to use Google right now is we're going to use Google to drive some of this initial traffic. Like I'm not a big fan of paid traffic, and it's something that I don't think I want to end up using for forever. But I think it's okay for now because I'm really all about the organic traffic and really building a good brand around Piixel. In that I'm going to be really focusing on building an audience and a community around YouTube videos, and I keep talking about the educational content and stuff that I'm working on that I want to build. So that's going to be the long game of getting people to Piixel Pieces. But for now, yeah, I think it's okay to try to get put some food on the table in a sense. So I haven't seen the funnel. It's too optimistic, don't you think? 10% retention per step. So like I've been doing, I'm in this entrepreneur program, Propel, and we're using kind of this lean stack kind of, there's a lean stack canvas, and there's a few different, let me bring it up here actually. So I guess there's a point that I'm gonna kind of make here. Right. Okay. So they have what's called this traction roadmap, and you can kind of edit your different assumptions here in terms of how many people go from acquisition to activation. But from what people were saying in this program that I'm with, kind of all the coaches, is that a general good place to start is around the 5 to 10% range in terms of converting from one step to the other. So if you have acquisition, then activation, then revenue, and then you just kind of go from there. So it's 3%. So I think if you look at this carefully, or if we just kind of think this through, so I think maybe you're saying 3%. Now, is that 3% from someone who visits the website to actually becoming a paid member? So if you look at it in that sense, what I'm suggesting is an actual 1% conversion, because I'm saying out of 1,000 people that visit the site, 10 of them are actually going to be a paid member. So that's a 1% conversion rate. So if I'm reading how your comment here correctly, then my assumptions are even less than what you're saying about a 3%. Because for me, the 10% to go into a free member, that's becoming a free member, because I guess I'm hoping the barrier to entry there is so low because it's free. You can't get much lower than that. So you can sign up and you're on the free plan. So I'm assuming a 10% conversion from there. And then from there, assuming another 10% conversion, or put it another way, a 1% conversion from people that visit the site to becoming a paid member. So yeah, because there's different stages of your funnel, right? So if you consider like a 10% drop off at each stage of your funnel. So yeah, so that's kind of what I'm going by. I hope that makes sense. Let me know what you think about that. If that kind of 1% conversion from awareness to a paid member is a good number, or maybe that's too low, too high. Not sure. But again, I guess at the end of the day, it's let's get data. So that's one of the things of why I want to run a Google campaign, is to get people to visit the website and see how well they convert and see what my conversion rates are. So I can actually, instead of just guessing, because it is just a guess at this stage of the game, because I don't know what my conversion rate is going to be. So the more people I get to the site quicker, then we can kind of get an idea of what it's going to be. And if it's really, really low and really, really bad, then we can think about either my campaigns are not targeted to the right people, or I have really bad product market fit, which is also a problem. Which is why I really want to get into launching my videos as soon as possible, because I think those videos are going to have the best product market fit at the end of the day. In terms of the people that are going to watch those videos are probably, hopefully, going to be the ones that are going to want to check out Piixel Pieces and give it a try on their own. Okay, so campaign. So yeah, I don't know if I can start the campaign today because it says that the account's paused. So I don't know what's going to happen here, but I did send in the stuff. It says like fix it. So I did send in, okay, is it loading up? Verification. Oh, verification is complete. So is it good? Add disclosure, Canada. What's going on here? Maybe give it a refresh. Oh, maybe it's good. Maybe we're past. Thanks for verifying. Okay, so we're good. Oh, perfect. So this is awesome. So I think we'll be good to go. We have a credit of $250. All right. So let's get started, I guess. So Yeah, 1% seems more realistic. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, no, it's okay because yeah, it's if you didn't see it before, it's like it's just going at the different levels or what have you. But at the end of the day, yeah, it's the 1%. So yeah, no worries at all. So may I suggest that while you do paid campaigns, you have organic campaign, blog, how to do pros versus cons. Yeah, so those are coming. So that's the problem with the organic traffic is that it just takes a while. It takes time to develop, and then it takes time to actually create the content. But even when I was working on yesterday, when I was working on Mixpanel, right away I'm just like, there's a quick blog post or video tutorial that I can do for people that are like, hey, how do I integrate Mixpanel with WEBFLOW? So there wasn't as much stuff on there when I was kind of Googling before. So yes, definitely need to create that type of content, and it's on the way. So it's on the way. And there's the whole blog section on Piixel that's ready to go. There's just no content for it. So yeah, I do need to get on that. So maybe I can write something quick about this. And when I say quick, it's still going to take like 2-3 hours to write. Number one, because I'm a slow writer. But number two, I want to make sure that it actually has real value and it's not just some stupid those crappy articles where you click on and it doesn't get you the information that you want. Because at the end of the day, I want to actually solve someone's problem when they type it in Google and they come to my site. Like, solve the problem, right? Otherwise, they'll leave and be like, this site's garbage. Okay, so I did a quick little search here about Google Ads and came up with this one. This is a little bit of an older post. 2015, actually, it's showing up here. But updated last year. So we need to copy. And I think I like this idea here of you want to mirror the visitor's end goal. So if we can, maybe I'll just make a quick, should we have a quick Word document here just to start brainstorming things? Of what we can do here. Start using some chat GPT. Yeah, I probably will actually, because it's a pretty good tool for that kind of thing. I think it's really good for helping with copy. But let's just start brainstorming kind of ideas of who we want, right? Visitors' goals. Oh my goodness. So I think we want people, and we can actually go to my lean canvas here actually, where we kind of identified who our customer segments are supposed to be. And we're talking about, I think the people that I think are going to be the initial users of Piixel Pieces are going to be freelancers and developers and designers. So yeah, and the problems that they have, of course, they spend a lot of time building websites. Yeah, very good to help programmers. Yeah, it's absolutely, because the code is, and like math is math. It doesn't matter what your political leanings are or whatever. It just solves the problem. But when you ask like these AI stuff, like all the stuff that happened with Google Gemini, like all this crazy stuff, it's like if you program the AI with biases, it's going to spit out stuff that's completely false. But code is code. It works, or it doesn't. Yeah, so that's good. So yeah, very good for that kind of stuff. Yeah, and I was using it yesterday just to help with some code stuff, and actually helped me solve my the issue I was having with Mixpanel. Just made me think about, oh yeah, right, there's an issue here with when things load in the DOM. Anyways, so yeah, very very helpful tool. Like anything, AI is a tool. Okay, right. So thinking about the user, so they want to build a website, and they want to, I guess, speed up the time it takes to build a website. Now, there's one thing that was in this article Um, so an example, real world example, general public. Okay, there's one example here, right, where they're talking about actually having numbers. And I like this. Local tax preparation, one of them has the actual amount of money that they saved people. So a huge increase in conversion rates. Now, I'd love to put something in a copy where it's something as in like, save, 83% time building a website, whatever the case may be. But I don't actually have that, like that data. Like I don't know how much time it actually saves a person from building a website. I know how much time I have saved when I've used my own components to build a website. But I wonder if that's something that I can do if I build a website and like time how much time it usually takes me to build a website and figure out how much time I've saved. And can I use that number? Like, I guess I don't want to be disingenuous, right? Like I don't want to lie. I don't want to try to, bait anybody from joining. So maybe I need to not worry about this specific number, not 217, but like $45,000 saved. In this context, it would be, WebFlow components save 80% of your time. So I can't speak to that yet. But I love this thing too, like 1,500 plus proven tests or like a number. So I think we can do something where, we have 100 components or whatever the number is. Inspiration. So I visit pages with elements for that. As in like you're looking for inspiration. Since I don't know how the elements or templates are built, I don't like to use them. Yeah, that's my problem as well too. If I don't know how something's built. That's kind of why I wanted to build my own. Yeah, I don't know if they'll work in your workflow. So then in that context, maybe we can, for you, it would be helpful to speak in a context of like meticulously designed with like ease of use in mind. Do you know what I mean? Like what can convince you if you don't know how a component or an element was built? What can convince you to say that, you should give it a shot? I think it's like a minimal approach. Yeah. To fit in your workflow. You could put components that help you save up to 80% of time. Yeah. So again, but that number, that's an anecdotal number. Is that still okay? Do you think that that's, again, is that disingenuous? I don't know. I guess, like I say, if I could say for me that I know it does save me like that much time, where if it generally takes me, an hour to put up a basic structure of a website in place, and then I could use my components and I can get it done in 5 minutes. Well, that's, what's 60 divided by 5, right? That's whatever percentage that is. Like, is that a good, what's the percentage? I think I want to go, what's the percentage of 55 of 60? You just do 5 divided by 60? No, it's 0.83. Oh my goodness, I can't find the percentage of two numbers. I can't even remember how to do that. That's horrible. It's okay because until it's the maximum, right? Because it's like, well, maybe it'll save you 0% of the time if you're bad, or I guess if the components are bad. But yeah. Okay. So the goal in mind, I guess, okay, let's just try the one simple thing. because yeah, we're gonna have multiple different ads here. We'll talk about someone trying to build a website quickly. Okay, let me zoom in here, make this a little bit bigger. Let's, okay, we want a new campaign. What's all this one? So this campaign should be, like, it's not running, right? Why is this enabled? This should be off. Now your campaign hasn't been receiving any impressions. Yeah, because is it off? No, let's pause this one. Just pause the campaign. Okay. What's this search campaign? I really don't like this interface of Google Ads. I can't, oh, this is, maybe it's just me not understanding it, but okay. Okay, let's create a new campaign. Oh my goodness. Okay, what is the objective here? So we don't necessarily want to drive sales. Leads, I guess, I mean, we do, I think we just want website traffic for now. I mean, leads would be good because we'd want people to come to the website and, you know, click get started and join for free. But yeah, where are we going to land these people? Are we going to land them on the homepage? I guess so. I feel like, you know what? Cut and paste. Yeah. Awareness and consideration. Reach a broad audience to build interest in your products or brand. Yeah. That makes sense. What does this even mean? Does this even mean tailor your experience to the goals and settings? Okay, so we're going to do... maybe I should build a landing page. Well, hopefully the homepage should be a landing page. But I think what I do know, so yeah, I used to work on the growth team at Shopify way back in the day. And one of the things that I worked on is creating different landing pages for different types of search terms. So for example, if someone was typing in, how do I start a t-shirt store or business? Then they would go to the how to sell a t-shirt page, you know, on Shopify. And then it was specific. And then it was like, how do I sell baby formula or baby this, or how do I sell skateboards, all kinds of different things. So we had all these different sell pages that were targeted specifically for specific searches, right? So yeah, so having different landing pages that are based on what your Google ads are going to do is actually a really good thing. So should I build a landing page? Yeah, I probably should. And something that is specific to, you know, what it is the campaign is that I'm going to run. But for today anyways, we'll keep it general, which is maybe not the greatest thing because maybe that'll have a lower conversion rate. But we'll keep it general in the sense that we'll kind of target people that are like, hey, I want to build a website fast, I guess, or whatever. And then this is the whole build a beautiful websites faster than ever. Webflow sites. And then it's like, okay, I kind of like, hopefully this is enough to be like, okay, Webflow components, got it. Yeah, I got to update this image as well too. Because yeah, there's actually a whole lot more components in this now. Okay. And I think I need to, like, I definitely need to learn more about running proper Google ads as well too, and figuring all this stuff out. So, it'll bear with me. It'll be a slow process, but hopefully, you know, it'd be nice in a month or two, whatever. I can kind of learn the whole process, get a good conversion rate. I mean, ideally, if I could spend $500 and I know that I can get, you know, $600, $700, maybe double, like so what does it cost? It costs $250, right, per member. So if I know if I can spend 100 to 150 bucks, and that leads me to a new customer, then I could just open the, turn on the fountain in the sense, right? So hopefully we can get to that point. So yeah, it'll be it's not all going to be done in a day. That's for sure. It's a good test for your product. Time how long it takes you to build the landing pages using your components. Yeah. That's actually a really good point. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, campaign. We're going to do a display. Drive demand conversions on YouTube. I don't want to do YouTube ads. Yeah, I'm just going to do display ads because that's just what I know best. At least, it's just the text display. This is the web page you want people to go after clicking your ad. Right. So that's just going to go to... Oh, it doesn't want the... pixelpieces.com. I think that's what it is. Let's just copy and paste it here. So make sure we get it right. Okay, there we go. Oh, maybe don't have that backlash. // Okay, continue. Campaign name. So this is going to be our initial pixel awareness. There we go. That's the initial one. And we'll start doing testing against this one because this will be the primary one. All right. Creating campaigns is easier than ever. With new features, you can create a new campaign at your own pace. Okay. Yeah. Okay, none of your campaigns and ad groups are paused or removed. Okay, that's fine. Just to hide this. Here's another thing. I was actually thinking about where I should start these campaigns. And I think one thing that's on my mind is the price is in US dollars. And obviously, US dollars in Canada is going to be like $250 is not that big of a deal in terms of the cost. But in other countries, obviously $250 US could be a whole lot of money. So I think maybe just for now, I'll just target North America. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Or even just Canada and the United States. Enter location to target. So Canada and the United States. I think that makes sense. So let's go back to basics. The objective of a website is to sell, no matter the page. It's always selling something, be it an appointment, donation, conference, or physical or digital product. Yes, but I guess I will say too that sometimes the objective of a page, anyways, could be to just convey information. So not necessarily asking to sell, but just to convey information, whether that's to answer a question that someone has or to solidify yourself as a person with knowledge or authority in a particular field or space. So I think, yeah, I guess you could say that, yeah, it is to sell, but sometimes it's indirect, right? Where it leads to a sale, but it's just providing value to somebody. So maybe it's being a little bit technical in terms of having something like a blog as an example. And we have different posts where you're not selling anything directly, but you're just giving out information to somebody, which eventually will help lead to a sale. So kind of like the whole, it all kind of how everything all just ties in together. Okay. So if we have Canada, United States, I even wonder if I should just stick with Canada for now. I don't know. Could you target Mexico City? I guess I probably could specifically go. Yeah, Mexico City. I wonder if, I mean, I wonder if we make different campaigns for different locales. Anyways, we'll do the generic one now, and maybe hopefully it'll tell us like when someone clicks like where they're from, so we can kind of break it down by the different targeted locations. And I bet you, like we can even drill down into the specific neighborhoods within. Like I'll just type that in La Condesa. Ooh. I don't know if any of these ones are that specific place, but it looks like you can really get targeted in different places within a city, I guess. Interesting. Okay. I'm pretty sure you can get pretty targeted with your campaigns. Okay. Location options. Presence or interest. People in regularly who've been interested in your target locations. No, they need to actually be in there. Yeah, we're going to just target English for now, since the site is only in English. Once we get bigger, we can certainly worry about translations, but that's a long ways away. Okay, next. Select our daily budget for this campaign. Okay, so here's an interesting question. So I don't know how much I want to toss into this. Let's put $50 a day. What do you want to focus on? What's recommended? Recommended because you track conversions. These options will help you get the most conversions on your view. So that one's recommended. Choose the metric you'd like to focus on in your campaign and see bidding options to help you optimize it. This bid strategies here is what you selected earlier. To change your bid strategy, return to the bidding section of your setup. I haven't returned. Or select a bid strategy. Enter. So cost per, what does that even mean? CPM. I know like your cost per click, CPC, I guess. So what should it be around? Okay. If you want to increase brand awareness, focusing on impressions may be your strategy. You can use cost per 1,000 to put your message in front of customers. No, so I don't. This is based on the goal of the campaign, right? Because it's like awareness, and it's like I just want people to see. Yeah, I don't want that. I think I want. What the hell? To keep your data safe, please confirm that it's really you. Okay, what the hell? Do I just... check my device. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm just gonna pause this one here for a second. Let's just, all right, save it as a draft. Because I know I don't want to pay per impressions. I want to pay for like clicks. And I want to know what that cost is. So let's just go with, okay, let's create a new campaign. And let's try to go with website traffic. Conversion actions. Okay. What the hell? Oh, this is the goals. Okay, forget about that. We're not going to worry about goals right now. And yeah, it's just going to be search. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay, search. Can I still paste that? All right, good. Continue. So initial Piixel Pieces, whatever, search campaign. All right, set a target cost. What do you want to focus on? I want to focus on clicks. Maximum cost per click. Right. So yeah, this is where just 50 cents. Optimize campaign for acquiring new customers. Yeah, I guess I would want new customers. Well, I'd have to know who a new customer is or not. So I can't really do that, I don't think. So let's just go with next. Ads can appear near Google search results and other Google sites when people search for terms that are relevant to your keywords. And display network, easy way to get additional conversion at similar or lower cost than search with unused search budget. Okay, sure. Okay, right. We want Canada. We want United States and Mexico City. Crazy. Mexico City is like almost as much as Canada, just all along. Areas where, in my opinion, you should do the campaign: Mexico City, Seville, Barcelona, Ibiza. Is that in Dubai? Buenos Aires, Thailand, Merida, Yucatan. I can't pronounce these. Cabo, San Lucas. So those are. So I like where you're going in terms of targeting those areas. I think they're pretty good, but I think what I want to start for now is just let me start with a broad kind of stroke, I guess if you will, across like North America, Canada, United States, Mexico, and then start digging into things that are more specific. And I'll just see how this campaign performs over the next couple of days, and we'll review, and then we'll look at seeing what we can do in other areas. Because I 100% agree with you. I don't want to just stick to. I don't have to just stick to Canada, North America. But like, I think it's just a good place to start because, like I live here. And I guess I know this area the best. I mean, obviously Canada, I don't know the States that well. And since, I've been there plenty of times, but yeah. So keep those names in mind because I'm sure we'll get to it. Assuming that we can first get customers in Canada and the United States, and then we'll see about that. If we can't get anybody here, then I think we have bigger problems. Okay. Audience segments. Oh, this is if we want segmented based on where they live. Yeah, and I don't think we want to worry about that right now. So, smart bidding. All right. Automatically created assets. You can allow Google to help you generate headlines and description. It may improve. Okay, let's just go off for now, and let's just do our own thing. Start date, end date ads all day. Okay. All right, let's go next. Okay. Google Ads can find keywords. All right. Right. Enter products or services to advertise. Ibiza in Spain. Okay. Yeah. Many digital nomads there. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's really, I think what would be really cool for digital nomads. So we're talking about getting like super hyper targeted to people. And I think what would be really fascinating would be, I would probably use YouTube for this, and I would target people that are digital nomads that are watching specific channels, like digital nomads, because I was researching that quite a bit because I'm thinking about, maybe being one myself. And they watch very specific YouTube channels, right? There are lots of people that talk about digital nomads and all that kind of stuff. So targeting those videos with a specific ad that's like, hey, are you a digital nomad and you want to build a website? Bah, here's a tool for you or whatever. I think that would be like hyper targeted to those specific groups. And I think that would be super perfect. So yeah, I hear you targeting them. I think would be pretty good, especially as long as they're in like the tech space anyways, and they want a website or whatever the case may be. So we'll figure out ways how we can target those people for sure. So keywords. So this is where I get a little bit. Okay, let's go. We'll go WEBFLOW components. All right. Oh, right. So here's the thing too, where, right, these are the keywords that I think it pulled from my website. So match types help control which searches can trigger your ads. Broad match, but I want the exact match. Right. Right. So what does this do? Like, I don't understand what this section is. Enter products or services to advertise, but then you have keywords. So we don't want WEBFLOW templates. Not right now. In fact, well, okay. Let's do WEBFLOW. There's another campaign that I think I would love to run, like against like the competitors, in the sense that if someone types in like Reloom library or what have you, and I think one of my biggest value propositions that I have is that it's a one-time payment. And I want to be like sick of paying, monthly fees for forever. Then how about a one-time fee? So I'd love to be able to incorporate that somehow. WEBFLOW components. Oh my goodness. I guess we can also do WEBFLOW components. We could do WEBFLOW component library. Could be something. Something like easy website builder. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I don't like this web creator. It's too vague. Template WEBFLOW. Build my website. I guess this is where good keyword research is probably pretty important to figure out what people are actually searching for, right? Definitely not website designer. Yeah, I like this. Build my own website. Build my own website. WebFlow components. How to build a WebFlow website. That's a little, yeah. I don't know if someone's going to type that in, if it's going to be a good match. So I think I need to be careful about that. Free WebFlow components. Yes, good one. Very good. Free, yeah, totally. Yeah, of course, free. Free WebFlow components. I guess we can do, if it's an exact match, free WebFlow component. And I guess we'll just do it here as well. Free WebFlow components. And then we could do another. Let's keep going here. Free WebFlow component library. Create my own website. You know what? Let's stick specifically with, I think I want to stick with WebFlow, like in the keyword. Like someone who's just generic, how do I build a website? I mean, I guess it gets them awareness. This is where I'm like, I don't have like any blog posts or anything like that up yet. Well, that's interesting. Like WebFlow header component, like getting super specific with what the keywords are. WebFlow component for free. Yeah, I think having these general keywords, like the broad match, when you have like free WebFlow components, I think this should match with something when someone types in like WebFlow component for free. You know, those kinds of statements that should catch it. At least that's what I'm thinking from my recollections from the other campaigns. So let's delete those and let's see what changes in this ad group thing here. These stats. So campaign optimization score. Okay, we're talking about a 35-cent cost per click. That's pretty cheap. So, okay, let's go from there. Oh, I think if you enter your product or services here and then you hit update keyword, then that pulls down the keyword list. Yeah, that's what this does. Right. Okay. Build my own website. Yeah, I feel like these are going to be really generic. I'm going to just get rid of that one. Build my own website. So yeah, we'll go from there. Okay. Oh, look at that. That changed the cost per click drastically by not having that broad keyword match, which is pretty good, I think. Okay. Piixel Pieces. So these are the headlines. So if we take a look at this thing, like what do they have? Like local tax prep. Oh, right. It cycles through like the different things that you put in here as your headlines. All right. So what can we put? We can put free WebFlow components. We don't have anything about fast. So build WebFlow websites fast. Something like that. Free WebFlow components. Build WebFlow Websites fast. Kevin, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Just in time to help out with getting our campaign out the door. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do here. Yeah. Definitely not a fan of this. Not that good at this. Writing the right copy. Best marketing strategies. So words like we, us, myself, and I. All you need to create your store. That's not bad. Start your free trial. Can I say something? All you need to build websites. No, all you need to build your website. I don't even like having Piixel Pieces there. Let's say professional WEBFLOW components. Value's too long. Maybe just pro WEBFLOW components. I think WEBFLOW component library. Let's see if we can figure out something, or if chat can help us out. I run a WEBFLOW component library business, and I'm building a Google Ads campaign. Can you give me 10, what are they called? 10 headlines, which can only be 30 characters or less. My campaign is about bringing awareness to my business, which offers a lifetime membership to a growing WEBFLOW component library. All right. These are interesting. Access premium components. Endless WEBFLOW possibilities. Unlock WEBFLOW gem. Lifetime library access. Yeah. Join our component library. Elevate your WEBFLOW. So do things like that help? Let me just try. Okay. How to write good Google ad copy. 2024. Unbounce. How to write. Okay, blah, blah. So headlines is the most critical part. Some Google ads just have one, well, about 2 or 3. A good strategy to include words your target might likely use. And as always, make sure you're communicating your unique value proposition. Display URL. That's a true demand. Okay. Beautiful pages made easy. Could be something like that too. Beautiful websites made easy. This is where it's kind of crappy, I think, in that it mixes and matches the different headlines. Like free Webflow components, Webflow component library, like how many headlines should you have? Like what's the like how many headlines is optimal to have in a Google ad campaign in 2024? Yeah, 3 to 5 variations. So it tests it. So like as I'm going along in the campaign, I guess I could refine it and be like, oh yeah, this one's not working, delete it, get rid of it or whatever. And I guess I could optimize it. Yeah, it's saying right here my ad strength is poor. So I guess we want to update this strength as much as we can. So let's try that. So the more we have, I guess the better for now. So beautiful websites made easy. So maybe easy, like Webflow components. So I think something like free Webflow component. That's going to be too many words. Oh, it just fits. Free Webflow component library. What is the unique value proposition, as they say? Or some use keywords that match what people are searching for. And what are people searching for? Yeah, how to build a website. Could be people specifically looking for like a Webflow component library. It's important to reflect. All right, shoes, women Nike shoes, women's styles. Free shipping on orders. Right. So I wonder if something, no, not in the headline. Okay. Can we go back? Let me see their example ad here. Convert more of your traffic and sales and leads, blah, 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 30%. Okay, let's try, I keep forgetting where I'm going. Okay. Build Webflow websites up to 80% faster. Access a growing library of professionally designed Webflow components. Sam, how's it going? Good morning. Welcome. Most people look for templates. Yeah. We don't have any templates for now, so we're kind of stuck, I think, in trying to promote our components. Components are more for seasoned people that have used one before and already know about and they're looking for alternatives. Yeah. So that's a really good point. So if that's the case, then the idea is to think of, like, if we're thinking in the minds of the people that are going to be searching, then again, we could target people that are searching things like reloom alternative or, flow-based alternative. So those could be some keywords that we can target. Yeah. And think, yeah. But does the angle of free kind of work for these people? It sounds kind of crazy. Save time with these professionally designed and optimized components. Yeah, I like that one. Save time with professionally designed and optimized components. Do you need to put like periods at the end of these things? I don't think so. I think they will automatically. Brent, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Maybe a great angle for another ad would be something like plug and play system. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think how we can approach that angle. I think the strength of our ads can really be increased when we actually do have templates as well. That's kind of what Sam was saying. And then I think we can get more creative at running different types of campaigns and seeing which ones run the best. Yeah. So, okay. I need to not think so much that this is one campaign and like, this is it. Like we can create like as many different campaigns as we want and kind of see which ones are going to work here. Right. So maybe not stress too much about this first one here. And, we'll kind of run it and then we can see where we can kind of tweak things. Right. Yeah. Cause this is our initial baseline campaign, see what works, put a couple $100 into it, whatever the case may be. And then we can kind of see how it's performing and seeing if we're getting any conversions and then like reanalyzing and rethinking about what we can do. Okay. So build Webflow websites up to 80% faster, access our growing library of professionally designed Webflow components, save time with professionally designed and optimized components. Maybe we'll throw in the word Webflow in there. What about something like kind of like take your, like speaking to Sam's point about people that are going to use components primarily are going to be people that know what it's all about. So can we say something about like increase your efficiency or, improve your workflow, something like that, right? So like increase your Webflow efficiency with increase your Webflow efficiency with I'm just like professionally designed components. I don't know why for me, like, it's just like too cliche. I don't want things to be too cliche. You could add a relationship between the components to tell you which ones work well visually with each other. Could add a relationship between components to tell you which ones work well with each other. Oh, right. Like within, like, I think what you mean here is on Piixel Pieces, like on the website itself. And so, 100%. And that's something that I actually took note of that, and it's in the pipeline. It's in our Asana. So it's something we definitely need to work on. Like which components fit well together, all that jazz. 100%. Something interesting to do might be to make a comparison page and target flow-based reloom alternatives, then basically compare your product with theirs. Yeah, I know they have those. You always see those comparison pages, like, hey, here's these guys, X's, they have like nothing. And then here's us, we have everything. I think those ones will actually be really, really good. because number one, it'll probably help generate even organic traffic at some point when you're looking at alternatives. And I think, again, my big value proposition, I think anyways, is the fact that you can pay one time and have access to everything. All things being equal, say I was equal to Reloom in the sense of, I mean, they're going off on a new path with their whole AI builder and stuff, which is, great, good for them. Doing some really cool stuff there. But just assuming that they just did components and I do components, theirs are $29 a month, but mine's $240 one time. And the components, you look at them, you're like, it's pretty much the same. Hopefully you'd be like, okay, well, I'm going to go for the one-time payment because I just like that pricing philosophy better than paying a monthly thing. So there's issues that I would have to deal with in terms of having to be able to extract more value potentially for customers that are in there for a long time. But that's a whole different business mentality and thing that I have in my mind to how that's going to work, which is where the templates and all that kind of stuff kind of bring in. Yeah, exactly. Also, people search organically. Yeah, exactly. It's huge. Yes, we're at a stage where people are fed up with subscriptions. Yeah, there's so many damn subscriptions. And I have it on my list to analyze all my subscriptions for my business. And it's like, I'm almost afraid to do it because I'm like, I don't even want to know how much I'm spending a month on subscriptions. Like it adds up so much. So what's the reason you chose for a one-time payment? Like that's pretty much the reason why I chose for it, was the fact that, number one, well, there's a few different reasons. Sam brought me on this podcast. It was the guys that, they do Tailwind UI, I think is what it is. And they have their own product where it's, they sell components for their, for Tailwind. And they have a podcast where they talked about the difference between, I don't know if they talk about the difference between monthly versus one time, but they do one-time payment. And I was listening to the reasonings that they were giving in this podcast. And I resonated with pretty much everything that they were saying, in that they want to put up the value up front so that there's a proper value exchange where you pay $250, $350, $500, whatever the price is. You pay it once and you feel like you're happy with that exchange, and everything else that comes after, like as I release new components, it's almost like a bonus. So you know what you're getting, and everything else is kind of gravy on top. So I like that aspect of it. And I also like the aspect of getting the money up front from a customer, as opposed to, you got to wait 10, the average lifetime is 10 months or whatever, and you got to figure out what your churn rate is and all that kind of stuff. Whereas if you can get the money up front, I think that's much better for your cash flow. So I like that reasoning of it as well too. And I think the big thing is I know for myself, I just hate SaaS businesses. Like even, again, my Adobe, or even Figma or whatever, if I could just pay like $500 and just have at it, and then I just have it, much better than a subscription model. I like to own things. I want to own things. So yeah, it's a long-winded answer there. Okay. So increase your Webflow efficiency with, like well-crafted with meticulously crafted. So I know I was very like when I was making my components, it's really thinking about how people are going to use them and make it as easy as possible when someone cuts and pastes it to go ahead and turn that into their own design. So how do I say that in 90 characters or less? Interesting. Also great to not deal with declining cards when their subscription renews. Oh man, I can imagine that being such a huge hassle. But I guess if you're big enough where you got lots of people renewing, then you can kind of deal with that. But yeah, there's seems to be all kinds of issues that can arise from dealing with month-to-month renewals. And the thing is, or insufficient balances. Yeah, that's a pain. And the thing is too, is if like say you've been doing SaaS for a while, it's $20 a month or whatever, and you figure out that your lifetime value of a customer is they stay around for 10 months, so you get $200. if you charge your product at $200, you're going to get the same thing, but then you get you just don't get those headaches, right? Where you don't have to worry about your renewals, you don't have to worry about decline payments, and you don't have to worry about cash flow because you just get the cash offhand. And there's something to be said too about figuring out what your churn rate is. And if your churn rate is too high in a SaaS company, you have to really be careful because you can have a sustainability problem. That's something that I don't know very much about, but it's something that I don't know, you really need to kind of be aware. Pros and cons. It's definitely pros and cons. And I was actually having a conversation with my business coach yesterday, and he was pushing me on, hey, have you thought of, the monthly model? How could you test the monthly versus the lifetime membership? And then we kind of got talking about the differences and what we could possibly do to test this out to see which one might end up working best. But then I kind of talked about my value proposition, and that whole pay once is kind of a big part of my value proposition. So then he was kind of like, okay, yeah, it seems like it's a good place to start and kind of maybe reevaluate as we go forward. So we'll see what happens. These next few months are going to be pretty interesting, or maybe even the next few weeks, who knows? Okay, let's get this last one here so we can kind of launch this thing. Okay, increase your Webflow efficiency. Build websites, access growth and professional design. I think, no, maybe we should get one more idea. I think maybe this is one more description. Build websites fast with custom with fully functional, maybe that'll work. Fully functional Webflow components. Okay, we'll try that. Okay. So my ad strength is average. So I don't know what's that, if I need to make it like add headlines, view ideas. Make beautiful. A new Webflow template library, or like a new component? Call to actions. Let me go back here for a second. Free Webflow component library. Oh, this is what I already have. So maybe something like new high quality Webflow Webflow components. I'd like the new, that's not even gonna work. Shoot. Okay, make headlines unique. So it doesn't like that. Maybe just new Webflow component library. Okay, that fits. Okay, I like that. Include, so the descriptions are unique. Include popular keywords. What popular keywords am I not using? Okay, well, let's keep it like this. Okay, business logo. I don't want to, oh, wait. Business name. I guess we want to add a business name, right? Might not serve even if approved. It's just Piixel Pieces. Okay, apply that. Site links. Right. What else could they go to? I think they can go to. I think I kind of like this, but just like pricing. Description. Lifetime access. I think what's one-time payment for lifetime access. Ah, damn it. One-time payment, lifetime access. Or maybe a comma. What else do I put here? Ooh, I wonder if this is gonna fit. Oh shit! What the hell just happened? One payment, lifetime access. No subscription fees. Goodbye subscription fees. All right, let's create that one. You'll need at least 2. So another site link. I guess we can even just go onto the component page. And how do I... Final URL. There we go. Component library. View our full component collection. Yeah, let's create that. Oh, we need one? Okay. Component library. Full WEBFLOW component library. Okay, let's try that. Create. Okay, save. Okay, so now we got site links. I wonder if we can do something in the pricing where we can say like, oh, actually I kind of like these. Let's edit this for a second. So can we just say like, what the hell? I want to edit this. Full component library. Or should we say view? Can we say view component library? Yeah, that's not bad. And then can we say something like goodbye monthly fees instead of pricing? Or damn it. What is wrong with this thing? No more monthly fees. Yeah, maybe we'll try that. See how that goes. Okay, so save that. Okay, no callouts, no asset types. Okay, we'll just go. Let's go next. Okay, set my daily budget. Okay, I'm gonna set my budget to. I'm not gonna go what you're saying. We'll try 350 a week. I mean, that's a lot of money. That's like 1,500 a month. Well, let's try $50 a day, and we'll go from there. Okay. It's ready to publish. What do you guys think? You think this is good to go? One ad, 11 keywords. Right. All right. Well, let's go. Let's see. Okay. So our ads are running, but it's under review. Okay. So I guess we'll just see what happens. Yeah, maybe we'll check back tomorrow and see how things are running. See what the impressions and whatever. So I guess just because it's pending, I guess. I don't know. Conversion tracking limited. Yeah, okay. So we're good. We got our three areas of where we're targeting, and we'll go from there. Okay, perfect. All right. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks so much for get me out of there. There we go. Thanks for your help on helping me put this together. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's always kind of it's a little nerve-wracking a little bit in the sense that it was like $50 a day. I guess it's not that much money, but still. Hopefully it can turn into some conversions, but we'll see how it goes. So we'll probably check on this tomorrow and see how it's going. And then we'll probably talk about the other things that we're going to need to do for marketing and get started on that, because that's the name of the game now, is how the hell do you get customers and get money, which is what we need to focus on. All right, guys, thanks again. And appreciate all the comments, everyone stopping by and helping out, all the likes and everything. And for everyone subscribing, really appreciate all the support. It means the world to me. So thank you so much to each and every one of you. All right, guys, that's it for me today. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with a brand new stream. Until then, have a good one.